You've been there. The vibe was electric. You laughed until 2 a.m. You felt that click, the kind that happens once every few years and then silence. She stops texting first. She's busy all weekend. Your gut tells you she's losing interest, so you start to pull away to save your pride. But what if I told you that by pulling away, you're actually confirming her biggest fear? Most men mistake a woman's protection for rejection. Today, we're diving into the avoidance paradox. I'm going to show you the 7 subtle, almost invisible signs that she isn't ghosting you because she's bored. She's ghosting you because she's terrified of how much she actually likes you. And if you miss sign number 4, you might lose the best thing that ever happened to you. The relatable scenario. The perfect first date. Visual, warm, amber-lit restaurant, 2 people laughing, slow motion shots of eye contact. Narrator, meet Mark. Mark met Sarah 3 weeks ago. On their second date, Sarah opened up. She talked about her childhood, her dreams, and for a second, she looked at Mark with a look of pure, raw vulnerability. The next day, she's cold. One-word answers. Mark thinks, great, another girl playing games. But here's the psychology Sarah won't tell him. That look she gave him, it scared her. It triggered a biological alarm bell that says, warning, this person has the power to destroy you. In the next 25 minutes, we aren't just talking about dating tips. We are deconstructing the female fear of attachment. Sign structure 1, the vulnerability hangover. Visual graphic overlay with the term vulnerability hangover. B-roll of someone looking regretful after a long night. Narrator. This is the most common reason women pull back. If you had a deep emotional conversation where she shared something personal, a secret, a trauma, or a dream, she will almost always retreat the next day. The psychology. It's called a vulnerability hangover. She feels exposed. In her mind, she's handed you a weapon. Her silence isn't a lack of interest. It's a defensive crouch. She's waiting to see if you'll use what she told you against her or if you'll judge her for it. Actionable tip, don't chase. Just send a low-pressure text. Something like, thinking about our convo yesterday? You're a badass for handling that stuff the way you did. No question mark, no pressure. Watch how fast she comes back. The mirroring stop. Visual split screen. One side shows her being warm, the other side shows her being distant, professional. Narrator. When a woman is scared of her feelings, she starts acting like a professional version of herself. Think about it. When she didn't care that much, she was goofy, messy, and texted you memes at 3 a.m. Now she's polite, she's punctual, she's boring. The insight, she is gray, rocking her own emotions. She's trying to convince herself that this is just a casual friendship. If she acts normal, she thinks she can stop her heart from racing. Aha moment. If she's suddenly acting too polite, she's actually trying to build a wall against her own chemistry. The sudden self-sabotage critic. Visual montage of a woman picking a fight over something small, like a late text or a missed joke. Narrator. This is where most guys quit. She starts finding flaws. I don't like the way he eats. He's too into his job. His shoes are weird. The story. I once coached a woman who ended a 3-month perfect relationship because the guy breathed too loudly while watching movies. 2 weeks later, she was crying in my office. Why? Because the breathing wasn't the problem. The problem was that he was the first man who actually made her feel safe. And safe felt dangerous to her. She is looking for an exit ramp before she gets too deep. If she's nitpicking, she's actually looking for a reason to run before she gets hurt. The social media ghost, but the physical presence. Visual, phone screen showing her liking an old photo of him, but not replying to his recent text. Narrator. This is a huge curiosity loop. She won't text you back for 6 hours, but she's the first person to watch your Instagram story every single time. The psychology. This is digital monitoring. She wants to stay connected to your life, but she's afraid of direct intimacy. Direct conversation requires a response. Watching your story is passive. It's her way of saying, I'm still here, I'm still watching you, but I'm not ready to let you in yet. She tests your consistency. Visual dramatic music shift. Darker tones. B-roll of a man standing his ground during a storm. Metaphorical. Narrator. A woman who is scared of falling for you will subconsciously put you through a stress test. She might go cold for 3 days just to see if you'll explode, get needy, or walk away. The secret? She's been hurt before, probably by someone who promised the world and disappeared when things got real. She's thinking, if I'm a little difficult now, will he stay, or is he just here for the easy version of me? The strategy: stay the course. Don't get angry. Don't beg. Just be a mountain. When she sees you aren't moved by her test, her walls will start to crumble. The mini cliffhanger, the ultimate sign, visual screen goes black, only a heartbeat sound effect. Narrator: we've covered the silence, the nitpicking, and the social media stalking, but there is one sign, one specific behavior that is the smoking gun. If she does this, she is 100% in love with you and 100% terrified of it. But before I tell you what it is, I need you to understand why this happens. Most of us are taught that love is a straight line. It's not. For a woman with an avoidant attachment style, love feels like losing your identity. The final sign is the accidental future. Sign number 6, the accidental future. Visual B-roll of a couple walking in a park. Blurred faces, soft, hopeful music. Builds. Narrator: she'll be talking about a concert 6 months from now or a trip she wants to take next year, and she'll accidentally say, we should check that place out this winter. Then she'll immediately freeze. She might even try to take it back or change the subject quickly. Why? It matters. Her subconscious has already decided you're a part of her life. Her conscious mind, the part that's scared, is just trying to catch up. When she says we and then gets awkward, she's realized she's already fallen. The avoidance you see after that is just her trying to put the brakes on a train that's already left the station. The emotional closing, visual, soft, warm lighting. The narrator looks directly at the camera. Intimate framing. Narrator: look, I know it's frustrating. You want a straight answer. You want her to just say, I like you. Let's do this. But some of the most beautiful hearts are the ones that have been broken the most. If she's avoiding you, she isn't your enemy. She's a person trying to protect a heart she spent years rebuilding. If you like her, if you really like her, give her the space to be scared. Don't chase her into a corner. Be the person who stays calm while she figures out that you aren't a threat. Because on the other side of that fear, that's where the real connection lives. Narrator, if you've seen these signs, comment, I'm staying below. Let's see how many of you are willing to hold the line for something real. Call to action. If you want to understand the other side of this, how to tell if she's truly lost interest versus just being scared, watch this video.